So a travel nurse gave some health advice to a famous mukbanger on TikTok. And not only did he get blocked by the TikToker, but he got backlash for giving very genuine and good health advice to the mukbanger in a very nice way at that. Let's go to Yam Stacy for the video.
She says this right here. She says an RN made a video in response to TikTok personalities Sakia Jones. The majority of her videos consist of her eating large portions of food. So the nurse attempted to use a gentle and respectful video to educate her about the food that she's eating. Many people in the comment section applauded him for his kind approach. However, some black women reprimanded him and said he was completely out of line for even trying to educate her since he's not her nurse. She ended up blocking him after over the video. Was this nurse wrong? All right, let's peep this.
My husband didn't get out of there. I got onion rings, and my husband got regular fries.
What's up, Zacchaeus? This is Curtis. I hope that this finds you well. Just wanted to come on here real quick. Travel Nurse RN. Love your content. Love the food that you eat daily. Looks fantastic. Love the food that you cook. Love the relationship that you and your young man have together. Follow you, and I can't wait to see the future for what you hold. But I did have to come on and say, listen, Zacchaeus, those burgers, the bacon, the cheese, it looks all delicious, but they can't have everlasting, long-lasting effects. Coming from a registered nurse, I see it daily with diabetes, with high blood pressure, with a multitude of things, shortness of breath, the cholesterol level being sky high. You're a young, beautiful, intelligent, encouraging young lady. I know there's going to be some people come on and say, hey, she's happy, let her eat. I get it. I understand. I, too, at one time, before I got to where I'm at, I had the gastric bypass surgery. I was 350 pounds.
Oh,
so
sure.
I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be in that realm of eating and food making you happy. Maybe she's doing it just because she is hungry. But they do have everlasting effects. I see it daily. I take care of the patients daily. And it's just sometimes a struggle for them to breathe. Just reaching out, just wanting to say, I love your stuff, I love everything that you stand for, but let's encourage one another to take, possibly sometime to take other methods of happiness, you know, other diet choices, other food choices. Zacchaeus, PM me, inbox me, whatever you need to do. Brandon and I are always here. We love you. We're keeping up with you. Hope all is well. You guys make best choices, all right? Curtis and Brandy, Travel Nurse RN. Talk to you later.
He got bad flack for that. For that? Nah, for that. That's crazy, but yeah.
I agree with Stacy. There's no way that he could have said this any nicer. He said it with so much love attached to it. Like, he's been through this. This is something I struggle with food. This is something, come on. All of us, especially in America, we struggle with food, especially us black folk. So this is something that we need to hear. And he's not making jokes about it. He's not going at it. He said it with love. But then this is what we get after that.
What's up, everybody? This is Curtis, Travel Nurse RN. Just coming to you. Wanted to give you a quick update on the video messages that I sent out the other day. First and foremost, I just want Zacchaeus. I want you to know that I meant no disrespect, no harm. I'm still your #1 fan. Love your content, and I can't wait to see where you go in life with all that you're doing and all that you've done. Secondly, to the husband, Mr. Jones, I meant no disrespect to your wife in any way, shape, or form. Wasn't suggesting anything about the gastric bypass. Just wanted you to be educated on things that happen. I'm an RN. I'm a travel nurse, and that's one of the things that we do as nurses is educate people. You would not believe sometimes how many people new onset diabetes. We have to teach them how to give insulin, and they'll think that, well, I can eat this, and then I'll just give myself two units of insulin, and that'll cancel out what I just ate. And that's so many times not the problems. But I wanted to educate everyone else, not educate, but everyone else that After that video, Zacchaeus did delete me from her message, well, all of her accounts. So she deleted me. Well, I took offense to that thing.
Bet you
But I
did.
understand the information that I gave to this young lady was unsolicited, unwarranted. Sometimes you just don't give advice. Sometimes you just don't. So but there were a lot of people, Mr. Kids, I want you to know, that did reach out, that did message me and wanted to be educated highly on nursing as well as healthcare issues. So a lot of good came out of this. Hopefully you'll see this message. Someone will tag you in it, and you'll possibly unblock me. But my wife's got me right now. She said that she let me look at her TikTok and some of your videos. But
So this part, I get it. He is a healthy person. His guilty pleasure is probably watching videos of all unhealthy food, or watching her eat all this unhealthy food. But it's like the dichotomy of it is like, how do you convince her to eat better or to stop making these mukbang videos where she eat all this crazy stuff when you watching her eat it? Like, your eyeballs is helping her algorithm and bringing her money. I mean, we all guilty of it. Like with me, like, I really can't stand how the world has taught all of our women, especially black women, that twerking is the only thing you good for. Like, just twerk this, twerk that, twerk that. You know what I'm saying? But when them videos get to creeping across my screen, I mean, I'm not saying I be going to look for them, but you know, when they come across, I'm not necessarily turning them off, though. You know what I'm saying? I got problems too. I'm trying to work through my stuff just like y'all. All right, come on, man, let's move on.
again, no disrespect to you. For those of you that have reached out, some messages I got said that I was just trying to get my page to blow up. Totally not the case. As a registered nurse, we have so much other things to do, so many other lives to protect and save, that I'm not trying to be TikTok famous whatsoever. But there were a lot of people that reached out and asked about how to become RNs. I've been a travel nurse for 7 years.
All right, that music blowing me. Y'all go ahead and check out Travel Nurse Curtis. I can't continue listening to that music.
Yeah, that music was killing me too. But once again, even after being blocked, he responded with love, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? And this is what Zacchaeus had to say in response to him.
Hey, y'all. I just want to make this short and cute. Real short and cute, to the point. If you have a problem with Zacchaeus' weight, send her $250K.
Let's be clear, Zacchaeus. We don't have a problem with Zacchaeus' weight. The nurse is trying to tell you that you have a problem with your weight, whether you realize it or not. And we're trying to say it with love because we want you to live longer and be around for your family. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just you. It's something I struggle with, something me and all my family struggle with. All of America struggles with this. Just let's move on.
250,000. Send the funds and it will be done. 250,000. She get the job done. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to satisfy each and every last one of y'all.
Send you $250,000 for what? A gastric. Look, I looked it up. A gastric bypass surgery costs from $15,000 to $35,000. Then you add $5,000 to $10,000 for the body contouring to tighten up the skin, get rid of the loose skin. So what is this $250,000 you talking about? What are we doing with that? And then don't play like you're here to satisfy the people. Come on now, Zacchaeus. You may be entertaining your audience, but I know I eat to satisfy myself. And that's what you doing as well. Let's not hold them up on that, okay?
250K today. 6-pack on the way. 250K 6-pack on the way. It's on the way. It's on the way. You know what I mean? I'm being serious. And I don't want 250K from a group of y'all. Each individual. Because y'all make individual videos followers, and I don't want to group y'all up like that. I don't. It's only fair. So, send the funds and it shall be done.
So now you want 250,000 from every person that says something or made a video. Okay, man. Like, and listen, don't take this personally, anybody listening, but I'm not making a comparison. But for example, if a crackhead said, "Give me 250,000 and I'll stop smoking crack," do you think that's going to be a viable option? Do you think it's going to be likely that it'll be done? Now, with all these surgeries and stuff like that, I could see how 250,000 would help Sakia's sculpt her way to look right. But that don't mean that it will last, because your habits have to change as far as what you going to continue to put in your body. You know what I'm saying? For you to remain healthy and sculpted. Let's move forward.
Make sure y'all send it to the people I block. I'm blocking y'all because y'all haven't sent the money. Send the funds and it shall be done. 6-pack. What you want? What you want me to have? 6-pack, 8-pack. 8-pack gonna be a little more. Send another 100K for the 8-pack. But love you guys.
I think you blocked them, Sakias, much like a lot of us block out the voices of people that love us, but maybe we are in a deep, kind of depressed place where we ain't ready to hear it. We don't necessarily want to hear it, especially with food. It's a comforting thing for a lot of us, where we eat and just keep eating, or whatever your vice is. You know, you keep getting deeper and deeper into that vice, and then anybody telling you that you need to come out of that, you're probably gonna get defensive towards them. You know.
But some people responded to what he had to say. Let's check them out.
Yes, I saw the video about the nurse, and I also saw the one he did letting everybody know that she blocked him. I'm going to give my take on why I feel like she blocked him. This doesn't necessarily mean I'm right or I'm wrong. This is just my opinion. But first of all, he did start the video off, very genuine. However, I think what hurt her was when he stitched her. When he stitched her, that made it personal, and that made it that he targeted her. I did hear in the video he said he was an RN and he do education. That's what he do. That would have been a great opportunity for all of the mukbangers to benefit from if he had did a video and not really targeting a certain person, but just talking to the audience, everybody overall. But the fact that he stitched her video, that made it personal.
Does he care about her?
To be honest, it was very tacky to me. I didn't like it at all.
Okay.
So if it would have been me that he did that too, I would have blocked him too. That's just me.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with him directing his comments toward the whole mukbang community. And I think he was doing that as well, but he was talking to her because he watches her videos and he developed a love and affection for her. So he was speaking to her. And it's what it is once you put your videos up for internet consumption, you can't pick and choose who you want to hear from or who's going to comment on it or who's going to have something to say about it. It's out there for the internet to consume. And I think he gave her the advice as lovingly as he could. And yet we have another woman who seems to be getting defensive and agreeing with Takia, operating off their feelings rather than trying to hear the love in what's being said to them. See, love comes in different forms, and most of the time, if it's really love, it's not going to be just what you want to hear. People that love you have to tell you the real about life, too.
I try my best to make sure I don't miss any of Sakia's content, so I could confidently say that woman has never announced that she has any health issues or any health problems. So walking around making assumptions about somebody's health based on how they look, especially as a healthcare provider, not only is that bullying, it's very irresponsible.
This is goofy from the start, because you can clearly see that if she doesn't have health problems right now, then she's clearly gonna have them soon because of how big she is. Being big is a indicator of health problems to come or that are already there. And if you don't want to admit that, then you're just trying to fight with science. So, like, I'm not a huge guy. I'm not a big guy, but I do have a gut. And I do know from what doctors tell you, having a gut is indicator of problems that are either right now or to come if you don't get rid of it. So, and it's hard to get women to understand this type of stuff because they be operating off their feelings. She talked about how she feel like the guy was bullying her, even though he said it the nicest possible way that you can say it. Listen, shame is sometimes good as long as it's not overdone, because it can be used as a tool to help you get your stuff together. You don't need yes men in your life. You need people that will tell you the truth about yourself, which will cause you to feel shameful about some of the stuff you're doing, which will cause you to make a change in your life to get better.
And that's a part of the reason you got people walking around 110 pounds and dying of heart attacks, because they have no idea that their arteries are clogged, because you guys seem to believe that the only way food can act adversely in somebody's body is if they are overweight. As if being overweight is the only adverse effect that could come from eating a poor diet. And you know how I know? I don't ever see y'all leave any of these type of comments or make stitches or make content about poor diets when the person is small or thin. And before anybody say it, I love this girl. I love to watch her eat. But that's not the point.
And that's cap, man. They be talking hella shit about Sweetie. When she eat all that nasty shit, they be roasting Sweetie. What are you talking about?
Anybody who eats horrible, greasy, sugary, processed food will have adverse health effects. And that is not limited to gaining weight. That type of food will affect your kidneys, your heart, your arteries, your pancreas. It's not limited to just gaining weight. That is just one effect. And I know this is the first time a lot of y'all have heard this, but you can eat like that and work out all day long and still be unhealthy.
And that is the truth. Right here, she is telling some truth. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because you slim, but yeah, you eating all this fatty foods and all this type of stuff, that you're going to be healthy. Like, you can look straight, but you still can be building up. It's a lot of grease and stuff like that still can be getting caked up. So she's telling the truth right here, but we still not going to tiptoe around the fact that when people are big, most times that is a huge indicator that they are unhealthy.
Yes, this food right here, this greasy food can go into your arteries, the grease, and clog them. It can create plaque, and that plaque can break off and cause a brain aneurysm and cause a heart attack. And if you are a real healthcare provider, if you are seriously a registered nurse, I know that you are giving biased healthcare to your patients, and you are truly irresponsible for.
Oh, please just shut up. Like, you mean to tell me that he's an irresponsible health person because he told a big person that eating triple burgers with cheese and bacon and buttered buns and mayo and 2 liters of pop and box of fries, he's irresponsible for telling her to stop doing that because it's going to affect her health? I was just going to say it was just women that make these type of emotional arguments, but some people just want to argue just for the fact of arguing, or arguing because they don't want to stop eating like they eating. My homeboy said the same thing not too long ago. We talking, and I said it was the same argument. I'm like, big people, whether we got guts or we big or whatever, it's an obvious indicator of health problems that are going on or to come. No, not necessarily. He want to argue for the 5% of people that are small and may have health problems too. Listen, that goes for us all. All I'm saying is that in a general sense, big people, it's an obvious indicator that something is going to be wrong. That something's wrong right now, or it's going to be going wrong soon. And to say a person is irresponsible for making that obvious assumption, especially the way this nurse did in the most nice way that you could possibly ever say this, is just ridiculous. Like, let's just quit all the touchy-feely stuff and all the emotional stuff. Let's say it how it is, man, so that we can feel some type of way about it, so that we can spend a little time there, and then we can get over it and start to get on the track to do right in our lives. And that's to be better and eat better so we can be around for our families. This is your boy P Camp. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.